Welcome, welcome. Hold on, fam, hold on. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about that, fam. Again, welcome. Got a good one for tonight. At first, JT better than ever. Subscribe and like to my channel, The Darkness Awakens. Share this live stream. Let's get them views and them likes up of the past live streams and my videos. Hit that bell when I do a live stream or video. In case y'all want to get in contact with me, Facebook Jerry Thomas, my Facebook group, all in caps. Facebook caps. My Facebook group, all in caps. JT MVP Thinking for Ourselves. Live stream. Twitter. All in caps at JT Blackman44. And last, lower caps, Instagram, the underrated darkness. I switched it up. The underrated darkness. I got a good one for y'all. Especially I'm gonna represent for the brothers tonight. Thanks, Sheena, for coming. And it's gonna be something special tonight. Cause I'm gonna represent. I'm gonna salute to the stay-home dads in our community. We're gonna wait. People come in. I hope you have a good night. I really do. Welcome, Sheena. Very much appreciated. But I want to do this because I feel that sometimes stay-home fathers that are in our community do not get the respect. And I want to do that. I really do. And I'm trying to wait for some more people to come in. There's a whole lot of stuff that's happening in politics, and so y'all should pay attention to that. Go, like I said, go to MSNBC. You find out what's going on. It seems like they closing in up Trump is collusion with the Russians, and I was gonna find out. I call Orange Crush 45. He still ain't throwing no sanctions against the Russians. The way what they intervened the election 2016. I think the Russians got something on him because he ain't doing nothing. Even the Congress asked him to act, and they ain't but so much they could do. So it's going to be a long way, but I'm saying that it does connect the dots with us because we vote, and some of our votes could be compromised. You know what I mean? So we should pay attention to that, family. We should. To wait for some more people to come in. Well, you know what? I'm gonna read this. People come in, I'll check on in a few minutes. It says black dads are doing best. Black dads are doing best of all. It's about his brother named Charles M. Blow. And one look, it's up. It's he wrote this in New York Times. He's New York Times, and this was wrote June the 8th, 2015. And it goes like this: one of the most persistent statistics, bullion of people who want to blame black people for any injustice or inequality that encounter of this, according to data from the Center of Disease Control Prevention, CDC, in 2013, in nearly 72% of births to non-Hispanic black women, mothers were unmarried. It always seemed to me that embedded in the only if only black men would marry the woman they had babies with. Theoretically, was a more indigenous suggestion that there is something fundamental intrinsic about black men is flawed, that black fathers are biological prone to desertion the offsprings and therefore largely responsible for black communities' dysfunction. There is an astonishing amount of mythology loaded into this stereotype, one that echoes a history of effort to rob black masculinity of honor and fertility. Josh Lebs points out, Josh lets this out. I don't want to switch it. Josh leaves point this out of his new book, All in a chapter titled How Black Dads Are Doing Their Best, but in parentheses, but there's still a crisis. It's in parentheses. One fact that leaves quickly established that most black fathers in America live with their children. There are 2.5 million black fathers living with their children, about 1.7 million living apart from him. Now I'm saying this he wrote this book like in 2015. So definitely changed right now. I just gotta point that out. So then you may ask, how is it that 72% of black children are born to single mothers? How can both be true? Good question. Here are two things to consider. First, there are growing numbers of people who live together but don't marry. Those mothers are single even though the child's father may be in the home. And as the Washington Post reported last year, the sharing of unmarried couples who opt to have shotgun combinations move in together after a pregnancy surpassed shotgun marriages for the first time during the last decade, according to a forthcoming paper from the National Center of Health Statistics, part of the Center for Disease Controls and Prevention, and they was breaking it down. But I wanna stop here. First, let me check the chat. See if I can hear. Welcome. Oh, my bad. Let me hit that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so welcome, family. Welcome. The antagonizer, welcome. But I want to bring this up because, like I said, there's a myth for a long time that stay-home fathers, they don't be around their kids, and that's not true. There's a lot of studies out here that are also class and racial bias, and they don't look in what great fathers that we have in our community. And plus, at the same time, and then there are some fathers that is not around their kids. So we got to talk about slavery, and also We got to talk about slavery. We also got to talk about class. And also, I know some sisters don't like to say this, but we got to talk about feminists, the feminist movement. And so we have to take that in, we got to take that, talk about that too. So I want to bring that out too. Welcome family. Um Thanks, bro. I will get to y'all in a few minutes. Let me excuse me. Read that. Look at the title. Salute to Stay Home Black Fathers. In 2000, furthermore, a 2013 CDC report found that Black and Hispanic women are far more likely to experience a pregnancy during the first year of combination than whites and Asian women. Second, some of these men has children by more than one woman, but they can't only live with in one home at a time. This phenomenon means that fathers can live with some, not all of his children. These call these men serial impregnators. But I think something more than promiscuous and irresponsible are are at play here. And at Force reported on Ferguson, Mississippi. As important and unreported indicate that Ferguson dilemma is that half of young African American men are missing from the community, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. While there are 1,182 African American women between the ages of 25 and 34 living in Ferguson, there are only 577 African American men in this age group. Now, understand this won't just come in. The article was wrote in 2015. New York Times. I believe it's in June 2000. I think June 8th, 2015. So imagine that number went up right now. That we in 2018. In other words, there are more than two young black women for each young black man in Ferguson. Also, we could say that around in this USA too, in our communities. In April, the New York Times extended this line of report, pointing out that nationally there are 1.5 million missing black men, as the page put in. Incarceration and early deaths are the overwhelming drivers of the gap. Of the 1.5 missing black men from 25 to 54, which demographics call the prime age years, higher imprisonment rate for almost 600,000. Wow. Almost 1 in 12 black men in this age group are behind bars compared to with 1 in 60 non-black men in the age group, one in 200 black women, and 1 in 500 non-black women. For context, there are about 8 million African American men in that age group overall. Mass incarceration has been disproportionately ensuring young black men sucking hundreds of thousands of marriage age men out of the community. Another thing considered is something the Atlantic is Tajiko pointed out in 2014. You can look that up. The drop of the birth rate for unmarried black women is mirrored by an even step drop among married black women. Indeed, whereas 1 point, married men and women have more kids than married white women, they are now having less. This means that births to unmarried black women are disproportionately represented in the stats. Yeah, I figured that. Now to the mythology of the black male, their reflection as dads. While it is true black parents are less likely to marry before a child is born, it is not true that black fathers suffer pathological neglect. In fact, a CDC report issued in December 2013 found that black fathers are the most involved with their children daily on measure a number of measure of any group of fathers. In many cases, there was among fathers who didn't live with their children, as well as those who did. There is no doubt that 72% statistic is real and may be worrisome, but it represents more than choice and exists in a social context, one at odds with the corrosive mythology about black fathers. So it goes to show that we do take care of our kids, but we have to understand the media. We have to understand that a lot of us has lost about the information, and the other factors that I talked about in the past. And again, this was wrote June 8th, 2015 on the Daily News. So also we do watch our kids. We do be around with our kids. We do things with our kids. We take them to doctors. We spend time with them, and at the same time, we have to learn to adopt with the times. So the stay home dads in our community, they had done that. They adopt with the times, and the way how it is at times is mostly I mean in our community, and it's true, the black woman is making more money than us as men. So that's why at times probably the father probably have most likely probably work from home, and then he can still do the housework or do the run around and stuff, and keep the household going. And it doesn't mean they're not masculine, because they are. See, I was raised to be multi. So to run my own household, it to me it was just, hey, it wasn't under me, because I already know how to do it, because my parents had taught me. And especially as being a young man, you have to learn to do more multi. You gotta learn how to pay bills. You gotta learn how to clean. You have to learn how to cook. You have to learn, what certain things, the bills gotta be paid. What the important bills gotta be paid. Because sometimes you have to make that decision as a man, especially as a father. So, and there's another article that I want to read too. It's from Huntington Post for her post, and this is Black Voices, her post, and this was wrote June the 13th, 4 years ago, 2014. 5 lies we should stop telling about fatherhood. Other times, we as fatherhood, oh, we discuss. Oh, let me read that. Oftentimes, we discuss fatherhood. We assume that African American men aren't part of that conversation, largely because a number of studies and reports have repeatedly told us that black fathers are overwhelmingly absent from their child's lives. However, while these numbers are nothing to ignore, they contribute to a damaged narrative about black men and negative the achievements of the number of black men who play an active role in their children's life in honor of Father's Day. On Father's Day, you lucky you get a tie or go get some food or something. Maybe a little nasty. I'm not saying all women like that because I'm not saying that, but your father know what I'm talking about. But most of our women they take care of us, so I have to say that. It's true though. Black fathers are involved in their children's lives. Recent data published in the Center for Disease Control reveals that African American fathers spend more time with their children day by day lives than dads from other racial groups define stereotypes about fathers. See, I'm gonna stop right there and I'm gonna continue. It goes to show again, despite what obstacles that we have to face as black men, we do take care of our kids. And then we're not talking. Also, I gotta put that in the stepfathers, legal guardians, as being a godfather too, and there are some uncles have to step up too, and cousins, main cousins too. But sometimes tragic does happen. So I want to throw that in. Um, Let me continue. The Pew Research Center has found similarity evidence that black dads don't differ from white dads in any significant way, and that there and that there isn't the expected. This partial found in so many other reports. Although black fathers are most likely to live separate households, Pew estimates that 67% of black dads who don't live with their kids seeing them at least once a month, comparing to 59% of white dads and just 32% of Hispanic dads. That's wow. The increasing number of single parent homes is exclusively a black problem. The increase of numbers of single-parent homes have repeatedly been painted as problems exclusively rooted in the black community. However, the fact couldn't be further the truth. The number of single-parent American households has tripled in numbers since 1960, and while an overwhelming majority of households are to to likely to be led by black or Hispanic women, the number of black single father households is also on the rise. The number of unwed mothers is a statement of moral in the black community. According to a 2010 study, 72% of black children are born to unwed mothers, a sharp contrast to the 24% derailed in the 1965 Moynihan report. Now, about this report, there's a senator named Pat Moynihan. He's a longtime senator. He was in the Senate for, like I said, about almost 30 years for New York. He the one that started this study. So, and also he was a Democrat. He was a liberal Democrat. He passed some bills, help us, but he was an in between. I just want to throw that in his late Pat Moynihan. That's what told my report. He was the one was making these assumptions for us as the people. He thought he was helping us, but it wasn't. So just want to put that in 1965. And also it was in New York, but going towards the beginnings of 66, all the studies that he did for our families went nationally, and the Senate and the Congress took care and run it, and that's why you got all these myths right now. So I throw that in too. Okay. Some had take this number and cite as a contribution factor to a large proportion of Black American present day plight. However, many has taken issue with how this statistic has been used with the respect of the Black community moral standards. In an article for in the Atlantic, Tennis Coast broke down the numbers in an effort to get more accurate deflection. Footnote: but while the numbers has of a married Black woman has substantially grown, the actual birth rate measured by birth per thousand for Black women is the lowest point that is ever documented. So while the larger number of Black women are choose not to marry, many of those women are also choose not to bring kids into this world. There is something else. As you see, the drop of birth rate of unmarried women is mirrored by event by stepping drop among married women. Indeed, whereas at least at one point married women were having more kids than married women, they are now having less. I point out I point this out to show that the idea that somehow the Black community has fallen into morals of cultural pathology and convenient nostalgia. There is nothing moral or pathological about deciding not to marry. Men who didn't have fathers won't won't make good fathers. Right. There is no dispute the effort of fathers had on children's lives. Children in father absent homes are almost 4 times most likely to be poor and being raised without a father raised. The risk of teen pregnancy, married with less than an high school degree, and form a marriage where both partners have less than high school degrees. However, men who didn't grow with their father are not incapable of being good fathers themselves, an assumption disappointingly assigned to Black men who are more likely to be raised by single mothers. Black father are an anomaly. Black father do exist, a message Emperor William K. Middlebrook hoped to spread with his book Dare to be Extraordinary, a collection of positive life lessons from African American fathers. Part part chapter memoir, part call to action, and part inspiration. The book recognizes and honors the wisdom of teachings of African American fathers passed down to sons and daughters, among them cultural icon, entrepreneur Russell Simmons, NBA veteran Allen Houston, ABC News broadcast Robin Roberts, and oh, so it goes to show that we do take care of our kids, no matter we married or we not married, and so we just cannot just follow everything what the media is saying. You just can't. And there are some deadbeat fathers out there, but it's a small percentage. And And the sisters, if you know that's natural brown, welcome. I miss you. Savani B. Thanks for coming. And we gotta your person I gotta put some respect on our brothers that are stay-home dads. We had to. Um it just did to me because I have friends that actually were stay-home dads and one time before, they went back to school and they have their own businesses and stuff. And welcome the truth. Um, welcome my brother, the True Herd podcast. Thanks for coming. And so it means a lot to me. That as a man that we have examples, and it doesn't make a difference what status that you in. And what we have to understand, we got to spread the knowledge. We have to set an example. We got to keep on change. We got to keep on strengthening this positive narrative of us as black men. And sisters, you have to partake and help us too. There is some rotten brothers. Yes, it is. And I agree with that. Deadbeat dad and all, they don't want to be, but at the same time, we had the factor of slavery, we had the factor of the love, and then we had also, like I said, we had the factor of the feminist group too. We had to factor all of that. But we still rise to occasion. Black men. We always rise to occasion, even though we don't even get the credit that we deserve at times. When it comes to our kids, we stepped up because we see the bigger picture. And despite how this system at times treat us less than a man, we are stepping up and we are adapting to the times to take care of our kids. And I want to salute your brothers that are stay-home fathers or stay-home uncles, stay-home cousins, stay-home godfathers. I want to salute y'all. And even it's gonna be sometimes some women ain't gonna give you credit, or the media ain't gonna give you credit, but it's fine because you're doing the right thing. And I know someone said, "What about the women?" Okay, yeah, y'all say I salute the women too. Always salute the women, but I want to salute our brothers that stay home because it's not easy to put your feelings aside for the best for the family. And despite that, if you live with a woman or you live with a wife that she make more money than you, and then you go out and then you do all the necessary things, and you still get dogged out. You still get talked about. So this is the thing that the black woman, you got a man like that, you got you got to stick by him. Because it's so easy to listen to the negative, especially us as a people. Because let's be honest here, this system of certain policies, they do not want the black man or the black woman to be together. They really don't. But I'm talking about the black man so far. And y'all know what's going on because I know you see the policy, this racist, oppressed policies is popping up. And I know it was at times that you're like, why? Why to deal with this shit? But your kids, your kids need us. And yeah, and y'all keep on doing it. And I'm proud of y'all. And like I said, sister, if you got a good man that is willing to adopt with the times, and he willing to sacrifice of his economics and stay home fathers to make sure the kids is fine, you need to salute him. You need to salute him and let him know he's still a man. Don't treat him as garbage. And you have to understand, black woman, there are certain things out here that they're gonna make sure that you make more money than a man. But it shouldn't trigger down our community. But it is. Because before all the civil rights and the feminism, the black man and the black woman, we work together. We work together and we got things done collectively. The man in the house, who bring the break, we set the tone. But at the same time, we work together. Back in the days, I'm talking about decades ago, a black man, he get a good paying job. At first he was living in the apartment, but he got a home and everything, and you were so proud of him because he provided for his family. And I remember even at times that when because I talk about like that because it happened. I know some people you should see how that black man, how he feel. He stuck his chest out because he provide for his family. He bust his ass for his family. And you should see the wife like he got a home and you should see how she look at him. Give, I'm proud of you. And then they keep on going. But those days are over. But now the stay home dad in our community, we have to understand we're not gonna get the organization that we should than other nationalities because they're not gonna do it. We set the tone, and as black men, it always strikes against us. It's like we cannot make no error. And the sisters, the one who support your man, you know who you are. You know who you are. Thank you so much. And welcome, Black Beauty. Very much appreciated. And I'm gonna say a few things, and I'm gonna be Ghost. I just wanna this topic has been on my mind for a long time. Even when I was JT Blackness, always wanted to do it because my mind wasn't on it. Like my mind was in it, but my heart was in it. I ain't gonna. Like I said, I'm gonna say I was roasting, so I wasn't there. I wasn't really into it, but I always wanted to do it. So, and I said, when I ever my platform get big, I'm going. This is one of the type. This is one of the things that I want to salute. And I just want to say, brothers, I salute y'all. And despite how all this going on, despite how everything we gotta stand against mass incarceration, maybe you didn't get the job because we are black men. It could be a lot of things. We can follow around the store, and then so sometimes when you sit down when you sit down with your loved one, and then people just disrespect you and they talk to her. So we have to deal with all that, and you still rise to the occasion. You still rise to the occasion. And I'm proud of y'all. You keep on doing it. You making our by little, you making our family strong again. And like I said, sisters the one support these men. I salute to you too. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do my shout outs. Sheenan Walker, thank you so much for support. The antagonizer, excellent interview by Solar. So check them out, yo, the antagonizer. Jarvis Davis, thank you so much, my brother. And at the same that before I continue, at the same time, brothers, we have to strengthen our brotherhood too. Let me say it again. We got to strengthen our brotherhood too. That is very important that we have to do. My brother, all time, all day, all night, she stays asleep. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. The Truth Hurt podcast, my brother. Thank you so much for coming. Savani B, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. My God, thank you so much. And share this. Share this. Share this string, family. Share this string, family. Oh, let me see. Let me hit that. Oh, man. Okay. Share that, family. But the True Her podcast, let's subscribe to him. Let's get him support, and let's participate. Everybody on the chat, if you're not subscribed to each other, do it and participate, especially brothers. Very important. Natural Brown, how you doing? I miss you. Welcome back. I hope everything is fine. Natural Brown. Natural Brown. Glad to see you. I really do. Oh, Megadon. Thanks for coming, my brother. Thanks for coming. Thank you. So about time you came to my about damn. I just messing with you, Megadon. Yee. 415 from the Bay. And also, that's a brother right there. If you're a stay home black father, you'll put it in the chat. So, but I want to salute you too, because you do handle your bench, your kids, and everything. She stays slay. I was a father, but that's another story. But I am a godfather, so. But all the fathers there in our community, keep on doing it. Let's keep on knocking those strikes down that they give to us for centuries, and even right now. But at the same time, I had to say this, and I know some people don't like saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's my platform, and I can say this. But we have to pay, brothers, we have to pay attention of these policies that don't want us to be fathers. And we have to talk among us as a people. Even if you're not a father, black man, you know, we have to deal with this. because there are some legislation that don't want us to be with our kids. And the sisters, you have to understand that too. Um, yeah, we are the best fathers. Like I say before, we got stepfathers out here, we got uncles out here that take care of kids. Sometimes their brother passed away, or their brothers, or whatever it is, and also godfathers too. I'm a godfather, so I helped raise three different families. So I'm gonna dedicate to my late son, little JT. He watch over me, and again, I salute to all fathers in our community. Let me get that out the way. And but to stay home, black fathers, I'm proud of y'all. From the bottom of my heart, I'm really proud of you. Proud of y'all. And even the sisters that stuck by y'all. That was a real, we got some real women out here that even know the conditions and stuck by and stuck by and said it's okay. Yeah. Thank you, she stay asleep. I'm fighting it, you know. But whew, that's what my little JT want me to do. To bring the truth. And you know, yeah, I understand Megalodon, women, but you know, courage statement, right? Yeah, that's good. You know, and and the sisters, I want to say this, and the one in the chat, y'all good. So I wanted y'all to hear this, and then I want y'all to pass this out. What I'm saying, wherever y'all doing, we appreciate y'all. Wherever y'all accomplish, we the brothers in the chat, and for me personally, we thank you, we love you. But this is a reminder to y'all, and you can pass it out too. And us as black men, we're in a crisis. Their policies out here, they're trying to exterminate us. Literally. And we need your help. But you have to understand, you got to stick by us. And I love my black woman. I don't give a damn what people say about me. You know, she stays. You know what I'm talking about. She stays. You have to, you know. But yeah, they always they be. But see, but they winning though. She stay sleep. They winning, and then these brothers, and I got to say this too. And these brothers I hear, they bunch of simple hoes. Stop supporting feminists. If they talking contrary of a black man, they damn feminists. I'm not talking about the women that are talking for women's rights, but at the same time have love for us as black men. Not talking about you, especially y'all in the chat. There is a difference. And sister, you have to understand this too. And maybe I'm getting off the subject a little bit. Lil JT, you know, he worked with me now. I got you, my little man. But they gonna throw traps at y'all. But what I read It's number lies. And there actually people letting us know there are studies out here right now that the U.S. Census during this party year, when they go to door, you know what they do? If it's a father in the house and stuff, they still mark them down. And like if they like there's a couple as a family, they still mark that black man ain't home. You know that? I know it was when I was coming, it was big when they would do that in New York. I know they do it around the country, but I wasn't hearing that much. But I know they do it around the country. But it was big in New York. Because they do it because they figure they want to make more money. But what I'm saying is that I want y'all to look at my hashtag. And I want y'all to copy my 2 hashtags down before I close out. It'd be very much appreciated. And I'm talking about everybody on the chat. Matter of fact, I read it out to y'all. Hashtag family. Let's get another championship for our existence. And my newest one, I've been having this almost 3 weeks. Hashtag black people. We part of humanity too. Let me read it again. Family. The first hashtag, family. Let's get another championship for our existence. My second hashtag, black people. We part of humanity too. So wait for y'all to copy it down. And also us as black men too, that we know we have a woman on our corner, stick by her too. And to understand that while you go through pain, I'm talking about real black woman. Maybe sometimes you probably nagging everything. Yeah, you'll do nagging sometimes, but she's just looking out for your welfare because she understood. And especially that you have family with boys. I ain't gonna say that, but the young black girls do not have a heart to because y'all do. Especially become a woman and then they figured that they will get the same opportunities that the other women of other nationalities come to find that they're not getting it too. But y'all know what I'm talking about because it happened to y'all too, especially your women. And I ain't really go to subject even decades ago when they had women's rights and everything. The black woman was not included in that. But y'all persevered. And I'm proud of you too. But you have to talk about that too. And us as black men, we got to respect that too. But I do want to talk about we have young boys out here, how the system make them not masculine, to wear dresses and stuff that they have to. And it's a plan that Dr. Neely Fuller was saying back in the mid-70s that in the next 30 years, our man is going to be masculine. He called it back in the mid-70s. And look what happened now. and more our brothers, we gotta sit down with our young ones and tell them the truth. Because now in Virginia and other places, they teaching homosexuality in kindergarten, and they legislating it very hard. I know there are certain parts of Virginia they doing it right now. There are some men they want to change their sexes because people say, "Oh, they feel we could do it." No, you can't. Our masculinity is calling for us. It's all about reproducing to make sure to keep our family straight. So to search, so really, if we look at certain entities of this policy that they throwing at us, they trying to extinct us. They trying to genocide us, and we not helping. We ain't talking up. So the black man and the black woman, we have to understand that we have to keep our reproduction. We have to love each other. We have to spend time together. We have to work things out no matter what. Because there is a system out here of certain entities, what I was saying, that they trying the genocide, and they to certain in some levels they are genociding us. Yeah, onto the law stuff, right? And we got to pay attention to that because they pushing it. Now, the former President Obama, he signed they signed a bill, gay, lesbians, and like that. But they also alternating that too. I was born a little boy. I born with a bat and two balls. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. No, but when I feel a certain way, but sometimes they be some majority of them they be getting forced because then at the same time too, we had to really get deep with it too. Then they trying to take our culture away. There's something wrong with our culture. Oh, you need to be like because they know our culture is very, very strong. So they trying to weaken us and like sleep say the alternative lifestyle. But this alternative lifestyle is hurting our community. It should be no hush hush. Thank you, thank you. I'm looking for some more people to copy down my hashtag. Very much appreciated. But I'm gonna go through slowly again. And at the same time, family, please copy down one of my hashtags doesn't make a difference. Let's and then the ones and you can use you can use both of these hashtags. Yeah, whatever chat you're in, you can copy it down. Jarvis Davis, if you had another I know she stay sleep, do it. Natural Brown, you could do it too. I'm naming people out. Sheila, you could. I'm just saying we gotta we as a family we gotta keep this going. Again, thanks, Sheena. Very much appreciated. The antagonizer. He did a lot. He did a he interviewed brother Sola. Check that out. I believe it's on the People's Champ channel. Let me know it is. I think it is. I think I'm right on that. Jarvis Davis, thanks again. My brother, as always, Sheep Stay Sleep. Thank you. Savani B, thank you so much. Sheenan. The Truth, her podcast. My brother, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Subscribe to him. Subscribe to everybody. Natural Brown. Natural Brown. Welcome, sweetie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Black Beauty. They always a pleasure. Thank you so much and everything. And you keep up the good work to kids and the sisters too. I forgot that. I'm sorry. My brother Megadon from the Bay, Yee 415. You keep up the good work too, my brother, and share this. I'm talking about, ever since I had my hangout, share it too. But I want y'all to share this. Anybody say that it never happened, that a black man, that we take care of kids, that's a lie. Don't listen to them because they don't know what they're talking about. Thank you so much. Let me read this. Natural Brown says, shout out to the real fathers and father figures. The children need all. You are absolutely right. And the fathers that have their kids right in here, I salute y'all. And the deadbeat father and the father want to beat your kids, y'all fucking go to hell. I wish that I would have the time to be with my little JT. But it does. I just wish. And then your brothers in the chat too, set the example. And then like I say, we cannot say we community no more, but we just selected ones. And then and they're trying to help the brothers, and then they don't want no help. That's on them. But I tell you one thing, the kids will remember it, and you're gonna pay for it for the rest of your life. So brothers, keep on having that masculine nurture, and it's versatile. Keep it up. Sheenan. Thank you, my sister. Oh, thank you. Sleep in parallel, JT. Thanks a lot. Sheep stay sleep. But proud of y'all. Really proud of y'all. Proud of your women too. I'm talking about the real black woman that understands our flight, that understands the conditions we're in, and to understand that no matter what, they still got strikes against us, and you're right there. Yes, agreed. Chief stay sleep. We got to keep on going, brothers. Sometimes we in the tunnel and get dimmer. It seems like we can't get out, but we get out. We resilient. We resilient. And brothers, to understand when we go against the system, they try to take us out so the black one could be alone. So we have to understand the pitfalls too. But I want to read. She states, Lisa said, children needs masculine nourishing also. So it's women. If the man is, if the father is willing to put in time, you have to let him put in time, especially little boys. We got a lot of little sweet, we got a lot of little and grown sweet waters running around here. We gotta limit that. Talking about, I want some pancakes. I want some purple. Shut your don't come in. Shake your little ass. Throw your hands up. Let me bring some masculine to you. Yeah, man. Come on. Bunch of sweet water dick boys out here. Bunch of sweet lawn planting boys. We cannot have that. I'm telling you, let me tell you, fair. I'm gonna say a few things, and I'll be a man. Yo, let me tell you, they so sweet. You could look at the syrup. You could look at the alcohol syrup. You wouldn't touch it. No, I ain't touching that. You know, you too sweet. I ain't touching you. No. You might pour the syrup. You might pour the syrup in your food. Say, hey, come get me. No. You too sweet now. That's it. Now. I'm straight up Panani now. Yeah, little Jolly, little Jolly, yo, little Jolly Rancher boys. Yeah, I'm telling you, little square Nala later sweet soft boys. I'll tell you, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, it be so sweet. You ain't want no goddamn sugar no more. Man, sweet, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Oh my good, yeah. Oh my good. But we cannot have that. And sisters, understand this too. You don't want no sweet boys. Yeah, Mike and Ike boys. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know. Yo, I don't want to deal with no sweet annihilators flavor boys. I don't want to deal with these people. Sweet boy, I'm telling you, different flavors. I ain't gonna lie to you. Got the orange, got the purple, got the violet. Even they remember they started the chocolate, and then they got the vanilla. Man, listen. Only vanilla I eat is ice cream. But any other vanilla, I don't deal with that. And then I tell you like this though too, to keep it really melon. And when I eat my vanilla ice cream, I make sure I put some Pepsi in that motherfucker. Make sure it's nice and colored. That's all I'm talking about. At least I know I'm with the program here. Done you, man. Done. I met my mom. She drink her coffee black. I said, Mom, why ain't no sugar? It's too sweet, and these men out here, they use. When I heard that, I'm dead fell on the floor. I said, but mom be coming. My mother, she come with some goodies, man. I'm like, Mom, and then I met my late father. Why I know y'all be hearing me call Sweetwater. My father used to call it back Sweetwater. He said, man, I remember he used to tell me. He said, yo, when after he pee, he said, when a man jerk his stub more than 3 times, get away from that Sweetwater. He's Sweetwater. And he beat meat now. Father said, you have to, you beat the meat hard, you got to be in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, old people got they saying now. You know, I remember my uncle used to tell me like this, but listen, you know, if you see the man be humping on the bed and everything, something wrong with him. He's trying to put the hole in the mattress. Yeah. But I'm saying though, but you know, out of all everything I know, maybe it's funny, but I got the point though. And we got to get back to tell our kids the truth, especially our young boys. Especially our young boys. We gotta tell them the truth, family. We gotta tell them the truth. And also we gotta and the girls too. We gotta let them know. Come on, now, can't be like that. You know, we need to produce. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, it shouldn't be no family affair. I mean, family affair. You know, the black man, the black man hand in business. But I'm saying, though, I mean, man, I don't want yo, Mister. Listen. All I'm saying, I like my stuff. I like my woman sweet. But I ain't trying to deal with no Hershey bar. That's all I'm saying. Now I don't want to deal with no nuts. I don't want to deal with no ball. You know what I mean? I like my Nestle Crunch, and I get it from the store, and I wrap it, and I that. That's what I like. But anything in the bottom and everything, women wearing sticks and all, no, I ain't with that. You know, a lot of women they like that plastic too. Yeah, I don't want to be a man, you know, man. And these men in here be yeah, you get a door, she stay asleep, man. You gotta be on it, you gotta be in it now. I tell you, man. Then you got these young boys who wear Chanel #9. Got nerve to be switching like this, wear the pants off, they button on like that. Hey, look, what did you do? What you doing? Yo, taking school bus down here talking like that. Some I call the fag bus. I don't know, you know what I mean? But I tell you like this though, darkness don't play that. If that's what you choose to do, I told the grown, and I'm talking to the grown. I'm not talking about the people in the group and everything, but I'm not talking people in the chat. But I'm talking people that's outside. If they're growing up, if that's what you choose to do, if you want to switch up everything, okay, that's on you. But don't push it on anybody else, on our kids in our community. Don't do it. You don't have that right. If you want to play with it, if you want to play with each other, liquids and stuff like that, that's on y'all. Well, don't bring our kids into it, especially they want all they know being straight. Come on, stop. Because you hurt our community. Like my goddaughter, I think she's 30. No, he's 33. Yeah, he's 30. Let me see. Let me see. 81. Yeah, he'd be 37. My oldest godson, he'd be 37. And my goddaughter, she'd be 36 old. And she light skinned and bad too. But I told brothers, I used to be like, I know you ain't looking at her, yo. But yeah, girls be a handful. Yeah, my mother told me that too. I remember my mom used to say, she said, when the young girls start smelling themselves, that's when you got to get on. Yeah. He said, I rather deal with boys and girls, they too much. Mm-mm. Is it real? I said, yeah. They start getting they period, they act like they can say what you want to know. Mm-mm. Yeah. Boys could be a handful too now. Too, we get up in here and you know what I mean? You especially you hit your preteen, you be stop, all right, my man, all right. Yeah, I'm in the house, you know what I mean? You ready like, yeah, ready handling your business. But at the same time, too, to be careful though, too, and I tell women all the time that it be these older women be plaguing on these young boys like 10 or 11 and 8. And you know, so keep an eye on that too, because there's quite a few boys, young boys got raped by older women too. And so women and us as men too, we gotta talk more about that too. And it's gotta be a consistent conversation. It cannot be no switch up or nothing. We gotta talk about that. But we gotta talk about issues. I know I'm getting off subject, but we have to talk about things like that, conversations like that, because our young man is, you know, they confused, especially when an older woman come at them and they do sexual acts on them, and then you got sides. Oh yeah, they asked for. How could a young boy could ask for it? And then sometimes, you know, the women get caught, but they get a probation, and then they start again. So us as a people, we cannot let that happen. Just like we don't let it happen to our young girls, definitely our young boys, we cannot let it happen like that. We can't. I'm still waiting for the rest of y'all copy down my hashtag. Come on now, y'all fronting now. Come on, Black Beauty. Savani, she did mine. But let's stand up to be straight, and let's stand up that to reproduce. Let's stand up and have a strong family. The ones who had alternate lifestyle, we can love them too. But at the same time, you cannot, if we cannot force on other people. Can't do that. And we have a choice to say that and stand up again, stand up what you believe. Okay. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Thank you, Black Beauty. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much, y'all. Very appreciated. Yeah, but you know what though? Um, there's something I want to say before I close that out and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Um, I did a live stream. What did a live stream? I did a live stream on on Sunday, and I cooked some, and I made a beautiful dish and everything. I want y'all to go and check it out and everything. Who was released? Who was in jail, Jarvis? Which video, Jarvis? Oh, you wasn't talking about me, but oh, okay. Oh, you talking about gold? Yeah, that was a good one. And you know what, family? I'm gonna say this, and it was one time, when I first moved to Newport News, Virginia, from Hampton, from my brother's house, it was this grown lady. She was going raping young boys, like young, like the oldest was like by 11. And what happened was, it was a parents was the parents was complaining to them and stuff like that. And come to find out, they caught her in Maryland. She was in like this little town, this little house, and she was giving this 11-year-old head. That's back in like 2000. Yeah, it's been over. Yeah, it was over years. It was 2000, 2013. And I was talking about the cops was looking for her. Cause see, in Virginia, they don't play stuff like that. They don't play like if a man or woman get in a fight, whoever started, they going to jail. No matter what gender, and that's how they do down here of rape and stuff like that. Yeah, these women, they take it very personal. That's one good thing about, like I said, Virginia. But yeah, and come to find out, thank you, Shannon. I always do a good job. JT, get it done. And also check this out, though, family. When they charged her, right? Check it out, family. When they charged her in Maryland, they was going to give her. They was going to like they tried to give her like a 6-year parole, but Virginia said nah. She do more crimes here, and they got her, so she locked up for the rest of her life. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was messed up for the rest of it. But thank you so much. I appreciate that, Cena. Very much appreciated. Yeah. So, like I said, even brothers too, keep an eye on that too. If there's any, look for the signs. If you know that little boy, the woman touch it, like be with him, and she getting scared or something, you need to look at it, especially in the streets. And little girls too. Yeah, little girls too, but little boys too. He probably was smiling because you probably think like, but he like it. We gotta pay attention to signs too, because young boys do get raped, and I know society don't want to understand that, don't want to refuse to see that, but it does, and they're gonna do whatever they can. We gotta stop it. And even brothers too. It goes with men too. See a young girl selling a grown man. Get the fly here. Yeah, the same thing too. A young boy selling a grown woman's lap. Nah, I don't have like that. And at the same time too, fam, we gotta watch out for the ones who trying to explore I the ones who have the ones who's handicapped. I mean the ones who's special needs too. I'm talking about the young boys and our young girls in our community. We gotta watch out for that too. See, my younger brother is Down Central, so whatever it is, I make sure I keep an eye on him. Cause you got a lot of sweet boys out here. They try to take advantage of your little boy, a young man too, that has special needs, just as a young girls too. And we got and we have to be more vigilant and talk about stuff like that. I'm thinking about doing when I find out how to get people on the panel in the near future. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna talk about stuff like that. We gotta talk about stuff like that. Yeah, you're right. They take advantage the most. That's what I'm saying. When I come to New York and my brother take me, I go with him everywhere he go. My young brother Lamar. I already let my mom know, yo, anybody happen? I'm going to jail, yo. Going to jail. So we gotta look. That's what like women, and I'm explaining to women. I know your women want to stick together, but when you see stuff like that, when a woman hold a little boy's hand and she start rubbing his head, and she sit on the lap, she start rubbing his leg and stuff. You gotta look for stuff like that because society is not gonna see that. But so that means you gotta be another eye for them. Little girls too, but little boys too. I see things happen. I had talked up or kissing little boys in the mouth and stuff like that. That's not healthy. Kissing him in his mouth and stuff like that. Go play with him and stuff like that. Sucking his little wee wee and stuff like that. Little girls too. Little mini man playing with these little girls. No good. So I'm just giving you some stuff to really think about it. And y'all gotta keep our eyes open. Like I said, the ones with special needs sometimes they don't know and they play on it. They do play with their emotions. They playing with their innocence. And I hate that. Gotta keep an eye on that. Also, like they walk sometimes that when they eat and stuff, and then like they sit apart from each other, that's good. When they sit next to them and stuff like that, and then they start eating their food and they see their hand, why you gotta look at stuff like that? Mm-hmm. Facts. Facts. Because see, she stay asleep. That's an excellent point. Because a lot of them, when they talk about pedophiles, they don't talk about men. That's rightfully so. But they really how they don't talk about women. And I don't want y'all to be thinking I'm hopping on women. I'm not saying that, but I'm just let's be fair. Cause these men out here, they terrible, man. Oh my God, be like, And I say, and then the ones who doing it, they already been married. They married or they in a relationship. I tell somebody, I said, man, I said, you married, you want this younger, what's wrong with you? But it's all about dominance and stuff like that. It's sickly, but it's sick, but it's true. And then they keep on doing it, keep on doing it, and then they don't even have laws that. I think that when you do, it goes from man or woman. I feel if you do something like that, you shouldn't see no lawyer. Hell with that. It shouldn't be no lawyers whatsoever. None. Good night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yup. Mm-hmm. AK-47 or terror shot. Yeah. R. Kelly's Chris Stokes. Stokey Short Boy. R. Kelly. No. Tell us, Jarvis. Yep, she stayed asleep. Yup. Straight terror shot. Mm-hmm. And then if they cause this terror, they shouldn't see no lawyer, nothing. What do you think about that? Yeah, I know you heard about the tape, right? Back in the mid 90s. R. Kelly got the nerve to say, "They ain't me." What's wrong with you? Pissing on a little girl for swinging in my Jeep. Yeah, you were swinging in your Jeep, all right. You were swinging in a Tonka toy Jeep with a little girl. Shy Pie 5. I'm swing. Yeah, yeah. I'm swinging in my Tonka toy. Oh my God. Yeah. Give me that. Talk about honey love. Giving that homie honey love. Yeah. R. Kelly. Give me that Gerber love. Oh, I want some of that similar love. Oh, you taste so good. I don't like no grown man. Grown food. Come on, baby. Let me taste your similar love. I want that similar love. Oh, let me piss on you. Give me that similar love. That's R. Kelly. I know I'm making fun of it, but that moment no good, man. R. Kelly ain't no man. And the sad thing about it, that some people in our community too, he rather had the young girls instead of grown women. He requests young girls. We ain't talking about the after party. Because he was getting away with murder. I'm telling y'all, public Kelly and the public announcement. I want to know why they broke up then when R. Kelly finally went solo back in '93. Maybe public announcement probably knows up. Got that vibe. Yeah, you got that vibe. You like that young girl vibe. Let me play with your dog. I got that vibe. Yes, baby. I got that dog. Yeah. Oh, Kelly. Faggot up on phone. Oh, Pastor Michael Smith. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's why like family, I always say when you travel in group, because that's what certain things I'm talking about. Travel in group. I don't care if you're a man or you a woman. I know they said I don't want the daughters to come out here late and everything, but the boys too. Got we got no, you can't. I don't want to go to a party where I'm going with you. They could be mad if they want to. They get over it. Just as I say a few days ago, we got. I'm gonna say it. I said it Sunday on my other hangout, but I'm gonna say it again. We gotta start letting computer to be the parent. We gotta stop letting social media be the parent in our community. Legal guardians, you name it. We gotta stop that. Let's use it for greater purpose, for great information. That is it. When they close the door, no, you don't close no door. But I need my private. Well, prize for what? Now you want to change the clothes. That's different, but see, you gotta keep an eye on it too, because some jobs they sophisticated. They go to school. This how I get away from my parents, and you don't think they gonna try it? Teenagers are mischievous, so they're gonna do whatever they can to try to get over, and they will try to play size too. And stop saying that they my friend. They ain't no, you're not my friend. No, you my daughter or you my son. I provide for you and I love you, and that's it. And that's very important. Cannot let up, yo. Can't. Again, we have to do a better job to see the signs. And at the same time, let's use this technology for protecting our kids too. Because there's a lot of crazy people in this world, yo. Crazy people. And I know people said let's force it, they crazy and stuff like that. Yeah, but y'all know what they doing. This computer probably don't know what they doing because nobody had paid attention to them throughout their life. But y'all they know what they doing.